Hey everybody, it's your old pal Jim and his little nutty dog Rosie. She's watching Ice Road Truckers. I got the boys here. We went and picked up, I've got green beans to can, but I wanted to make sure I had enough. We have a local farm here. It's over in Virginia and Scott County, Man Farm. So I picked up a bushel of half runner beans, 40 bucks, which ain't bad. I've got a bunch here in the fridge ready to go, so I'm going to do that Wednesday and can them Wednesday. So hopefully I can make a video about it, and we'll see what happens. Step outside here for a minute. Made a little YouTube short the other night about my beans getting tore down and broke. So let's go take a look. I've got them with paracord and tent stakes, trying to stake them back up. So the straw bales, you can see some of the straw bales are about collapsed. We got a wicked storm here, but I'm still getting some beans, so I'll get out here and pick them again tomorrow evening, and then hopefully I'll can about 20 or 30 quarts Wednesday. But we've got some wicked storms here the other night. Lots of flooding here in town. These beans here just, I don't know what happened to this little vine, but they look awful. Oh well, do what you can. My tomatoes are still growing, but they're not really producing that much. So I got a green thumb with green beans, but evidently I don't with tomatoes. And when it cools off one evening this week, I'm gonna get in there and dig around in a couple of them potato containers, see what I got. So I don't know if the deal is still there. If any of you folks need a generator, a buddy sent me a link. Go to preppingdeals.net. They had a dual fuel Champion generator, runs on gas or propane, and it was over 50% off. It was regularly about 800 bucks, and I got it for less than $4. And that's with everything, taxes, shipping. It's actually on Amazon if you want to look there, or preppingdeals.net if you're in the market for a dual fuel generator. Now I have my solar generator, but I'm having this one shipped to where the ex is, because she lost everything in her refrigerator when the storms hit, and lost stuff in her freezer because I didn't get to my solar generator over there till around time. So there is that. But I wanted to talk about the craziness that's happened over the weekend and still happening in the news. Devin Archer is one of Hunter's business partners, is testifying before Congress. And surprise, surprise, the DOJ wanted to lock him up before he could testify. Isn't that nice? That's not obstructing justice, is it, folks? And the Democrat mega donor, Sam Bankman-Fried, who had that Silicon Valley Bank and it collapsed, gave almost $100 million to the Democratic campaigns. They dropped 5 charges against him. See, you don't have to pay for any crimes if you're on the right team. But now you fart in the wrong direction if you're a conservative, and they'll lock you up for air pollution charges, I guess. And then we have the Jabba the Hutt governor up in Illinois just signed a bill allowing illegal aliens to become police officers. They're going to arm them, give them guns and stuff. What a country, what a guy. I saw a post in a live stream last night. When they become cops, are they going to arrest themselves for being here illegally? Doubt it. So, just, it's like we live in a clown country. We're a banana republic. Yellow truck lines shutting down, bankruptcy. 30,000 jobs gone, 22,000 Teamsters. Think that might cause some supply chain issues? Take that many trucks off the road? Because if you drive the interstate, you're guaranteed to see a few yellow freight line trucks over your way. And everybody knows about the big Chinese bio lab that they found in California, where let's see some of the goodies they had stored there. We had the The Kung Flu was there, HIV, herpes, malaria, and I just now discovered it. And I also saw a report, I'm not real sure how, I'm not very technologically sound, but that the Chinese had infiltrated all our military bases with malware that could be turned on to shut off the military bases' power, their water, their infrastructure inside the military bases, which is also going to affect the people that live around there. So you'd say, well, what's that got to do with that's asymmetrical warfare? You know, we get into it with China, well, all of a sudden they go to put gas in their trucks or use their computers. You know, they have to ship everything to get it to port or somewhere to ship it over to where the action is. Well, if they ain't got no gas, can't get them up on their haulers. Can't plan anything out on computers. But you know, China, you know, they say we're for the one China policy, which is a joke. That's just kowtowing, like Janet Yellen went over and bowed to President Xi. And then now we're sending $345 million worth of equipment to Taiwan. If we ever have to fight, we ain't gonna have nothing to fight with after Ukraine's got everything we can send them. So it just boggles my mind the way this country's being run. And that's not counting the $85 billion worth of stuff we left for the Taliban. So as usual, as you can see by these headlines, it's America last, illegals and foreign countries, corrupt foreign countries first. So if you're not prepping and you're watching this just for shits and giggles, excuse my language, then you need your head examined. You better be prepping as hard as you can prep. I can buy canned green beans at the store, but the canning and being able to preserve your own food is a skill that I have and I don't want to lose. So I may go up. They have big boxes like that of tomatoes, $15. So I'm going to go back after I get these canned and I'm going to can some tomatoes too. So y'all keep prepping, keep the faith. FJB, FHB, let's go Brandon, and let's go Vols. Adios, friends and neighbors.